Welcome back to the gun dungeon, guys. Got a good video here today. I'm excited to see the results. First and foremost though, I do want to introduce a new cast member. This is Jailblock Joe. Jailblock Jerry has went AWOL on us, so Joe is stepping in to ride the block and take his place. And I think he's going to get a good ride because we are testing the 10mm Civil Defense from Liberty Ammunitions, and look what that says right there. 60 grain bullet at 2,400 feet per second. And that's a wild looking little critter too. And it feels funny because it feels so light. I'm used to holding the 10mm, feeling a little heft to it, but this feels very, very light. In the little intro clip you saw there, you saw that I did shoot it. I couldn't tell a whole lot about the recoil being too hard or extra soft. Just felt like a regular full power 10mm to me. It didn't feel extremely stout, nor did it feel like a factory weak sauce 10mm load you'd get off the shelf somewhere. We are going to be testing it into the gel through 4 layers of denim chronograph here, so we're going to be getting our actual velocities, and we're going to test it from the Glock 29 as a short barrel sample. And then I have a 5-inch Rock Island here that we'll test with a long barrel sample. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll start out with the Glock 29, put a couple shots into the gel there, and then we'll switch to the 5-inch. But I don't think there's much else to say. I'm excited to put some of these in this gel here, so let's get started. Y'all be sure to go over and check out Vetter Holsters. They're a big sponsor of the channel, help me out quite a bit, so y'all get over there and help them out as well. Here's one of their outside the waistband models. Awesome design. They have about any design you can think of. They're also one of the few companies that I've seen making holsters like this with the claw attachment inside the waistband model that fits the Glock 29 and the 10mm versions of the XDMs. So if you have a gun, they probably make a holster for it. Check out Vetter Holsters. And while we're at it, I gotta mention Target Sports. They just became a sponsor of the channel. If you shoot very much throughout the year, their Ammo Plus membership is well worth it. It'll pay for itself in the year's time if you shoot very much at all. So be sure to go check out Target Sports. Their link is below. Well, they were not playing on these velocities. That's 2,302 feet per second from the Glock 29 short barrel. And basically just catastrophic explosion on entry here. Was not affected by the denim in any way whatsoever. And there's our base. That's coming in at right at I'd say 12 3/4 inches to that base. Look at the curve of that wound track. When you're looking straight down on it, that base curved like a curveball. It's wild. Let's put another one. Yeah, we'll do one more from the Glock 29. See how it does. .2263. Man, these bases just go. I'm gonna look at this one. Just go wherever they want to go. They got a curve to them like crazy. And I put both shots fairly close there so you can really see it this way better. Hopefully you can see it there. It'll be this upper one for the second shot. I mean, the wound tracks are nuts. But look at this. Look at that base. It comes in right here and then whoop, way down. Looks like it might even smack the table. And then comes back up. Look at that. Those bases are just, they're going wherever they want to go. That's pretty wild. Our penetration, that one came in a little bit shorter. We're looking right at 12 inches for that base. All right, let's try it out of the 5-inch. I want to see 2,400. Wow, 2464. We're closer to 2500 than we are 2400, and that is wild. Joe Block Joe's having a rough first day. He's down here on the, he's hard to find too, by the way. But he's having a rough first day. Look at that top track there. That's out of the 5-inch. And another big swoop. And there it is, about to come out of the side. I can feel the base. And it is right at, it's a little over 11 inches, as you can tell here. Let me dig that out. Look at that. Here's a little battery. Wow. What do you think? One more from the 5-inch? Let's try it. Let's do it, Joe. I know you don't want to, but we're gonna. $24.50 even. Man, these things are scooting. And interestingly enough, you see it better from the top for sure. It's this top one with all this mess right here. And all these wound tracks, they are catastrophic within 3.5 inches. That's just pure mess. Then it's just straight line wound tracks down. And that right there, that's our second 5-inch shot. So both of those penetrated less than the rounds from the 29. Both of those come in right at 11. We had 12 and 12 3/4 out of the 29. It's an interesting concept. There they are. I'm not digging all these out. These bases are all going to look exactly the same, and there's really nothing to dig out here. This gel block is junk now. So there you go, guys. We got over 2,400 feet per second from these from a 5-inch barrel. 2460 something to be exact out of the first one, then 2450. And that is crazy to me. I know it's only 60 grains, but that's scooting. That's moving on down the road now. As far as the performance, you know, you're not going to over penetrate, that's for sure. You're really pushing that shorter range of the FBI standard protocol for minimum amount of penetration, but that's where we're at with it. The front 3.5 inches are catastrophic. So that's what you prefer. This is probably a really good round for that. I don't know, I'm gonna let y'all decide in the comments what you prefer, this or standard jacketed hollow point, but let me know down in the comments. Until next time, guys, stay tuned.